All rise. Judge Bunter Court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1010, Laura versus Tower.
Thank you. Ooh, you all may be seated. Let's see. Ms. Laura,
Yes, ma'am.
you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I'm trying to get my baby back.
Okay.
I have two babies,
Okay.
and I just had another baby with my boy. He's not my boyfriend anymore, but he hit my first baby, so Houston got to take him, and I want him back because I'm not with that boyfriend.
This courtroom showdown is about to take a dramatic turn. A mother returns to court, determined to win back custody of her 5-year-old child. She insists she's left her troubled past behind and deserves a fresh start. But what shocks everyone? She's also demanding child support from the father, despite never having custody in the first place. The judge isn't here for emotional appeals. She goes straight to the facts, drilling Laura with tough questions. Was she truly a victim of unfair circumstances? Or is there more to the story than she's letting on? As the interrogation intensifies, Laura's version of events starts to unravel. Meanwhile, the father sits silently, calm, composed, and waiting, because when he finally speaks, the truth he reveals might just flip this case on its head. This isn't just a custody battle. It's a fight for justice. And one thing is certain. Someone is about to face a brutal reality check.
So Houston took the baby or you lost the baby?
Either way, Houston has the baby, and I want it back.
No, it's not either way. It's you lost the baby. So did somebody intervene and take the baby away from you? And
Yes,
give the baby?
ma'am. They took the baby and gave him to Houston.
Okay.
And I want him back.
Okay. And you have a new baby with your ex-boyfriend?
Not ex-boyfriend, ex-boyfriend.
So you guys are no longer together?
Correct, ma'am.
How old is this new baby?
How old's the new baby?
Yes.
Like 8 months.
And you're done with him after 8 months?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I was done with him like 10 months ago. The baby's 8 months.
Oh, okay. So before the baby was born?
Yes, ma'am.
Did he come to the birth of the child?
No, I didn't want him around.
Oh, okay. All right. So you now want to get custody back from...
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
From Houston.
Who does the baby live with?
Me.
The baby? No, my baby lives with me.
No, not your child. How many children do you all have between you?
Just one.
Just one. And the child lives with him?
Yes, ma'am.
And you want the baby back?
Yes, ma'am.
How long has the baby lived with you?
The baby? It's been living the whole time.
Oh, okay. And how old is this child?
5.
5. Oh. And you expect to get child support?
Yes, ma'am.
And the child has been living with him for almost... It's a boy or girl?
Boy.
His whole life?
Yes, ma'am. Well, when I get my baby back, I want child support. Yeah. He makes way more money than I do. I want my baby back and I want child support.
I'm sorry, you have to excuse me because nothing you're saying is making sense right now. You came to court to ask me to give a child back to you that was taken from you.
Laura steps forward, her plea filled with emotion. But is it legally justified? She claims she lost custody of her first child due to an abusive relationship. Now, with that chapter of her life behind her, she believes she deserves a fresh start. In her mind, the past should be erased and everything should return to how it was. But that's not how the legal system works. Then, she takes an even bolder step, demanding child support from the father. Her reasoning? He earns more money, so he should help financially once she regains custody. But there's a glaring issue in her argument. The child hasn't lived with her for 5 years, not even temporarily. She's asking for support for a child she's never had in her care. That's a massive legal misstep, and the judge isn't about to overlook it. The mood in the courtroom shifts as the judge digs deeper. If Laura truly wanted her child back, why is she only making this move now? Why hasn't she first built stability before demanding change? With every question, the cracks in Laura's case grow wider, and as she struggles to explain, one thing becomes clear. The court deals in facts, not feelings. And right now, the facts are stacking against her.
That's 5 years old, that's pretty much lived with this man the entire time that he has been taken care of.
They took my baby away because my ex-boyfriend is an abuser and I'm not with him anymore, so I want my baby back.
Right, but the child hasn't been living with you. The child has been living with him.
Yeah, because of my ex, and I'm not with my ex anymore.
Yeah, so no, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. He would literally have to have given you the child back. And then you come in here, after you've been having the child for some time, then you come in here and say, Judge, I want this to be changed. I've been having the child this entire time. I want him to pay child support. That would be a little bit more reasonable. But what you're asking for today is very unreasonable.
Okay, well, give me my baby back, and then I'll come back in a while and ask for child support.
Well, I can't give you your baby back because I never took your baby. Okay? Actually, nobody really took your baby. You lost your baby for your own negligence with your ex-boyfriend. That has nothing to do with me. Okay? Now, fill me in over here. The baby was placed with you after the boyfriend hit the baby.
Yep.
And he's been living with you ever since then.
Yep.
You've been taking care of him.
Mm-hmm.
You pay for everything for the child.
Everything.
What does she do?
I visit.
She visits unsupervised.
Okay, congratulations. Financially, what does she do?
Financially?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh, that's what I figured. Okay. I see what's going on here. Yeah, and I'm not about to play this game with you. You're the one that's going to pay him child support today.
What?
Yeah, you are.
He makes like 3 times as much money as I do. I have to give him my money?
It's for the child, so yes, you do. You do.
Now, it's a father's turn, and his response is calm, precise, and brutally clear. Since the custody change, the child has lived with him full time. He has been the sole provider, covering everything: education, healthcare, food, clothing, and every other expense. Meanwhile, Laura has only visited, never contributing a single cent financially. The judge listens intently, and suddenly, the momentum of the case shifts. Laura came in expecting to demand custody and financial support, but now the judge is seeing the bigger picture. If the father has been handling everything alone for 5 years, why should Laura get a free pass? Why should she walk back in after all this time and expect help from the very man who's carried the entire responsibility? Then, the judge asks a crucial question. Has Laura ever contributed anything to her child's expenses? The father doesn't hesitate. No, the judge's expression says it all. This isn't the story of a struggling mother fighting to reunite with her child. This is someone trying to rewrite history. And the court? It's not about to let that happen. Laura's plan is unraveling. And a reality check she's about to get is one she never saw coming.
But the good thing is, it's based on your income. You'll get credit for the other child that your 8-month-old, you'll get credit for that child. But yes, you are going to pay him child support. That's just the right thing to do. It's one child between the two of you, okay? And health insurance, I'm assuming you pay it.
Yes.
How much is it?
$66 a month.
$66.
I get it through my
Okay.
employer, so.
Huh?
I get it through my employer.
Okay, gotcha. And how much do you make a year?
$38,000.
38,000. So I have your gross coming out to $3,200. That brings your net to $2,648.01. Giving you credit for the other child that you have. Your child support obligation comes out to $423.69 plus the $66 you're going to reimburse him for health insurance every month. So 66 added to $463.69 is $489.69.
$489.69.
Did you need me to repeat it?
I'm asking you, $489. I have to give him almost $500 a month.
Yeah, that's how it works. Did you really think that I was going to have him pay you child support?
No, I just wanted my baby.
Oh, okay. So your first answer was no. So then you understand exactly why you have to pay child support. Is there anything else?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Is there anything else?
Nope.
Okay. You all are dismissed.
And here it is, the moment Laura never saw coming. The judge doesn't just deny her request for child support. She flips the entire case upside down. Instead of the father paying Laura, Laura is now ordered to pay him child support. The decision is final. No room for debate, no second chances. Laura is in shock. She protests, arguing that the father makes 3 times more than she does. But the judge shuts that down fast. Income isn't the issue, responsibility is. The father has been the sole provider for years. The law is clear. Custody determines child support, not who earns more. Then comes the harshest blow, the math. The judge calculates Laura's required payments, and when the final number is read aloud, it hits her like a truck. $489.69 per month, including health insurance reimbursements. She walked into court expecting a financial break. She walked out with a bill. The irony? If she had never filed for child support, she wouldn't be in this situation. But now, the law is holding her accountable. She came looking for a legal victory, and instead, she stumbled straight into a legal disaster. This is a complete reversal. Laura thought she could walk into court and leave with custody and a check. Instead, she's walking out with a child support obligation and a harsh lesson in reality. Because at the end of the day, the law doesn't care about who suddenly wants a child back. It cares about who has been taking care of that child all along. Laura didn't lose custody because of injustice. She lost it because of her own choices. And just because her circumstances have changed, that doesn't mean the law resets in her favor. Stability, responsibility, financial contributions. 4 or 5 years, the father's checked all those boxes. Laura hasn't. And that's why this ruling wasn't just fair. It was the only possible outcome. The child stays where they've been loved, supported, and cared for. And the parent who hasn't contributed? Now, they're legally required to. This case is a powerful reminder. If you ask the law to work for you, make sure it doesn't turn against you instead.